So do you support marriage equality?
100%.
Why?
I definitely do. I think that it's just about time Ireland grew up a little bit more. Over the years, I remember a time when women couldn't get the children's allowance. It was the husband's right. It was him that got it. He was entitled to it. Women, when they got married, they had to leave their jobs in the bank. So we're a good country. All through the state is only like less than 100 years old, and they've made changes, good changes for the better all the time. And this is just another step in changing to make things more equal, and that's why I'd support it.
What do you think it says about Ireland if it passes?
It's going to say that Ireland should hold its head up with all the other civilised nations in the world. I think it would be absolutely brilliant. There's so many countries that they just don't get a chance. Like, I mean, in the UK, they don't have a constitution, so the government can just pass whatever. If they got a majority in the government, they can pass whatever they like. I think it's wonderful that the people in Ireland are being given the opportunity to have a say, and I just hope everyone goes out and votes, because if they do go out and vote, I'm convinced that the yes side will win. Because common sense.
Yeah, it really is just common sense at the end of the day.
It is. It's common sense. And nobody likes to be... Like, we're in a country where we can make changes for the better, and we can make changes for equality. It's brilliant that we have the opportunity to do it. So go out and vote. And I think that if people go out and vote, it will pass, and it'll be wonderful. The world's not going to end just because gay people can get married, or people in the same sex can get married. The world's not going to end. It's just that we'll grow up a little bit, and it'll be fabulous.
Do you think it's the next step then in Ireland's evolution as a
Yes, I
civilised
definitely do. I mean, when women had to give up work when they worked at the bank or the civil service or teachers, women had to give up work then. A man had complete control over the house, a husband. He could sell the house without consulting the wife. If it was a rented house, the rent book had to be in his name. If she was to leave an abusive relationship or a marriage broke down for whatever reasons, she'd have to leave the home. It wasn't the family home, was his. And all these changes happened, and it was all based on fairness and equality. And this is just another step in fairness and equality. And if this happens, it will be wonderful. And then we can look at something else afterwards to see what else can we do to change for the better. But it's just giving people an opportunity to make a change, make a difference, and make a change for the better. And I really hope that a yes vote comes through.
What would it mean to you if it passes?
It would be wonderful. Now, I mean, it's probably too late for me, because when I started off first, when I was in my teenage years, I'm 56 now, so when I was, 14, 15, I mean, it was illegal to be gay. So you'd no rights at all. And that changed in 1993. Then that was decriminalised, and that was another step. And I just think for younger people, it would be wonderful that they're given the opportunity. For me, it's probably too late, but because there's nobody in my life anyway. But I mean, I just think people should be given the opportunity. I mean, if you look at it, when you see if gay people are in a relationship for no matter how many years, if it breaks up, you don't have the pressures or the support from both families to stay together like you would if the marriage was to go through trouble. Both sides of the families are saying stay together, and they're putting pressure on you to do it. I mean, if a gay relationship had to go through, if you were in any relationship, think of how many marriages would have survived if they had to be under the radar, if they had to be hidden from society. And that's the way gay relationships were. So no wonder a lot of them weren't working out. There was no support for them if they were going through a rocky patch, and nobody saw them as a proper relationship anyway. They just thought, oh, that's somebody's boyfriend, or they just go. They never saw it as a proper relationship. And now, if this changes, I think you're going to see that everybody is going to, it'll just make things more equal and more normal. And that's all you're asking for. We're not trying to change marriage. We just want to avail of it and have the same rights as everybody else. And that's all.
What do you think it's good that we're actually having this discussion at all? We're talking about gay rights on a national stage.
I think this is fantastic. As I said, when I came out on the gay scene first, I mean, you'd be walking, Bartley Jones was the bar, and you'd walk up and down 4 or 5 times, making sure you didn't know anybody on the street, that you'd be seen going in. And then when you thought you didn't see anybody, you'd jump in real quick, so you wouldn't. And that was the way it was for I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's the way it was for everybody. And you'd be sneaking out. You wouldn't tell your friends where you were going. You'd be terrified. Like, people used to make up different names. I know one guy, and his real name was James, and he called himself Dave, in case anyone was trying to blackmail him and go back to his mother or something like that. So he would say his name was Dave. And so if everyone was, your son Dave is gay, she'd say, I don't have a son called Dave. It was like, we used to do all these strange things that it was a survival thing, but when you think back how ridiculous it was that people used to change their names on the scene just in case anyone would find out they were gay. And it was great. It's laughable when you think about it. But Ireland has changed. Ireland has grown up. Lots of things have changed over the years, and this is just the next one in the long line.